Noble subjects of the domain, good evening. I am Sire Vince, your host, live from my workplace, and I'm going to talk to you guys about a little project of mine, which has been years in the making, and I'm very excited to show you some details about it. So without further ado, let's talk about Urdin Lore. It all started many years ago as the setting for a live-action role-playing game, which did not last very long. And over the years, it became my own little personal project where I took the setting that I've created for that LARP and changed things until it truly became something else, and in my opinion, something much better. Now, what kind of narrative universe is Urdin Lore? Now, the way I see it, it is somewhere in between your typical high fantasy and dark fantasy. A gray fantasy, if you will. Now, I don't know if the term already exists or if I just made it up, but oh well. Now, is it just a narrative universe? It used to be for the longest time, until this year, back when Dungeons & Dragons made itself known and talked about. Not necessarily for the best of reasons, but it did spark an idea. What if I tried making a tabletop RPG system for Urdin Lore from scratch? Now, I understand that I don't have a lot of experience when it comes to tabletop role-playing games, but it is, nonetheless, quite the challenge. A very interesting challenge. And trust me, it is one I am more than gladly willing to take. And in order to add a little bit of spice to the whole seasoning, I tried making a system that can be adapted both for tabletop and for live action. Now, I'm not going to show you a lot of things about the system because it is still quite a rough draft and I need to work on it a little longer. But what I can do here is introduce you to the narrative universe, because I have a lot of things to talk about, and I sincerely hope this will spark your interest. Now tell me, O noble subjects of the domain, if there was one thing you would like to learn about Urdin Lore more than anything else, what would it be? Feel free to ask away in the comment section of this video. And until then, I was Sire Vince, and I hope to see you again in the next broadcast.